Welcome back, everyone. NicknLex here. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for being back in another video of music with Nick. I'm super excited today. This is for Roundabout, a request that he got in touch for with me, and here we are. So I'm always excited for you guys' marathons. They bring me so much joy. And even though they don't get, like, I mean, it's insane how much views some videos get and then others don't get any videos at all. And they're the same, they're as good as every other video. But I guess it's just in the time we live in, some names are just don't, spark that, I don't know, that interest. But whatever, I really don't care about numbers anymore. I kind of sort of did at the beginning of the channel because it's exciting to grow. But, I think where we are right now is so nice. It's all these friendships we have created. And yes, and there's some visitors, some people like looking in, to the channel like for a day but they don't really subscribe, and that's fine, and I hope they do enjoy the content and see something worthwhile and have a little bit of fun. But yeah, then move on to the next channel. It's all good, so but I love having like these particular friendships, like Roundabout and Lee and Tony and, oh my god, Michelle and you guys reach out like privately, like, hey, I have an idea for a music video, and that is all for me. That's already the biggest success story, that I could create a friendship, through music. So even though we're not the biggest channel and we don't have a 1 million subscriber count, it doesn't matter, that doesn't really matter at all. Well, here it is. We have an interesting lineup of songs by Roundabout. And we changed it up a little bit because he wanted to start it with Rush, but he wanted to do Working Man, and we did Working Man. Alexia and I remember we did that. I remember one day just pulling her aside like, hey, Alexia, you have to listen to this. This is like a literally original, like, first album Rush, because I heard it in a movie. It's kind of like a dystopian, kind of like end of the world movie, where they're like, everybody kind of like ceases to exist, and there's like these two friends, like I don't know the name of the movie, but just look up Working Man song in movie and you will see the movie. I think it's with Dakota Fanning's sister. But yeah, that's all I know. So we changed Working Man to In the End by Fly By Night, and that is Rush from 75. Wow, it's exactly 10 years before Power Windows. All right, then we're going to do it. So these are not really, I don't know these artists. Michael Fanelli. I think it's Fanelli, yeah. I don't want to say Fanelli because if that's the right correction, if that's the right pronunciation, please let me know. It's always so fun to mispronounce names, and then you guys correct me. It's part of the channel. This is Watch Yourself, the song from Lane Changer, 1973, as is the second song, Dark Night. Let's see. Yeah, all right. And then we're going to do Pavlov's Dog, the band, Song Dance, Pampered Menial. All right. 1975. Here we go. And then the last song, it's unfortunately not on Spotify. We're going to do this one on YouTube. Just the sound. We don't even have to pull up the video because it's audio only. This is called Granicus. And this is You're in America. All right. When is this from? Well, it says here, poor rock and roll on the description. Doesn't say the year though. I'll look it up once we get there. So, but yeah, let's start it up with Rush, and always welcome in my life. Rush, what a band. Okay, here we go with Rush. And sorry so much. I mean, I literally, sorry for the messy hair, for the messy look, but yeah, that's how I look today. It's not a good hair day. All right, so here we go. In the end, Rush. Let's go. That bass.
Well, I can see what you mean. It just takes me longer, and I can feel what you feel. It just makes you stronger. Well, you can take me for a little while. You can take me, you can make me smile in the end. Yes, you can.
Beautiful intro.
I can see
Wow, man. Rush is so good, man. I mean, the amount of like what I feel when I listen to this band is I know it's exactly what you feel. It's just like an overwhelming sense of joy, like because the music is so good and it's so positive and it's so well written, you know. These chords and then this descending dun 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 like da dun bum 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 bum. Like I don't know, man. I it's so good. It's like it's not as complex, but it is, and then you know with Neil's drumming here, and I just looked it up because I just wanted to make sure. This is the album when he joined. He joined in '74, so I don't know if it was an album before this, but it says the day Neil Peart joined Rush on July 29th, 1974. Legendary drummer Neil Peart officially joined Rush. What a day. And there are pictures. Oh my god, they look like kids. They look literally like children. I love it. Just the music is so good. I mean, Alex's solo here, super expressive. The bass, like Geddy Lee and his voice is just so unique. It's such a different sound when you compare this 1970 like this 1975 music to Led Zeppelin in 1975 or Deep Purple. You know, it's just like it has something different. It's like it's so original, you know. It's just Rush, you know. Then because there's like, and then it's so funny that there's Rush fans and then there's prog fans and then there's rock fans. It's crazy, you know. There's like they're their own style, their own entity. It's wonderful. So I'm gonna go back just so to get the full picture. I do have to interrupt. You know, record companies are ruthless. Like I said, I got 22 marathons literally blocked the other day. And I think because I stopped pausing. And I stopped pausing because people are like, oh, you paused at the best. I don't know. I mean, it's the first time I'm listening to the song. So I'm sorry. You know, I always rewind. Like, you don't watch reaction videos if you can't take the pause. Please don't. And then if you watch a reaction video and somebody pauses, don't like write it in the comment section. That's not that. If you don't understand that, then you don't understand a reaction video. We have to pause. If we don't, we get our asses kicked. And I got my ass kicked 22 times. That's 22 hours of work. Just listening, just recording, all the other work that I put into, hours that it takes to upload a marathon, to edit the marathon, to add a description, all this stuff. So that was a shocking day for me. And then, you know, and I like your marathons to stay up, you know, because when you request them, when you pay for them, I want that stuff to be up. I don't want it to be on Patreon. That's the good thing is it goes on Patreon, but who watches it there, you know? So yeah. Okay. So I'll go back and let's keep enjoying this wonderful song. Sorry for my little rant, but it is just so frustrating when people are like, you paused at the best part. Yikes. You know, stuff like that. Don't do that. Let's go.
Little world, you can take me, you can make me smile in the air. Oh yeah, like I shine, like you shine. Don't make me brighter. takes me longer. And I can feel what you feel. It just makes me stronger. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh
Man. Ah, man, I love this band so much. On so many different levels does this band like resonate with me. And with Alexia. It's like literally like when we started doing Rush, and I think it was like the fourth video, we were like, sure, we want to do this. We want to make videos, you know, listening to music and then showing it to people. It's a weird concept, you know, but it's a lot of fun. And it's fun for you guys seeing us, you know, listening to something for the first time, but it's also kind of funny to share it, you know. It's because we could also be like, whoa, like I remember listening to Metallica or something for the first time, or with Alexia, I don't know what bands we discovered together. But that's the beauty of recording it, you know, because in 20 years we can watch it. But there were some bands we discovered together, and I would have loved to capture that, you know, but 10 years ago, or something, you know. The first time I showed her Alan Holdsworth or Dream Theater, the face she made, she was like, what is this? I like it, but it's weird, you know, when she heard Alan Holdsworth the first time. That was like literally my stress test, you know, because my girlfriend before I met Alexa, she hated Alan Holdsworth. She with a passion, but she loved for some reason other stuff that I like Yngwie Malmsteen, and she was, I guess, more into classical music, neoclassical. And but then when I played Rush, not Rush, I'm reading. When I played Alan Holdsworth to her, like she's like, I like it. It's a bit like, it's weird, but I like it, because she had all that school, like that jazz school from her dad, so she wasn't like intimidated about the whole outside playing and the, you know, the weird scales, and she was like, this sounds amazing. I'm like, yes, I'm gonna marry this girl. No, I'm just kidding. but yeah. So okay, so Michael Fanelli, I think it's Fanelli, is next. Also, I wanted to just, since we're already recording, today is my dad's birthday. And I'm a little bit, you know, before recording this, I was a little bit like sentimental about the whole thing. And I do miss my dad, of course, and I haven't just spoken to him in forever. Last time was, I think, 2018 or something. And we had a phone call, and then I just think I was like, I think I told Alexa, I think I shouldn't bother him. He's going through a lot. He's just like mentally not there anymore. And but at least I told him a few things that I'm very happy I told him about. So, you know, tell your parents that you love them, and even though if they didn't like treat you right when you were growing up and stuff, you know, doesn't really matter. I mean, nobody kind of like is born to be a parent, and he was definitely not born to be a father, and he just never really knew how to like handle being a husband and a father. That was just too much. So yeah, but I mean, today, and I just talked to my mom last night, and then we were like talking about him, and she's like, yeah, I do still love him and I miss him, but it's just for the best, you know. And yeah, it's just, you know, it's a bit tough on me, the whole thing. But yeah, today he's 85 years old. So yeah, he I guess, and I don't know. Let's just let's just leave it at that. Happy birthday, Dad, and wherever you are. I know he's in Italy. He lives in Rome, but I'm just gonna leave him alone. And he was already having trouble remembering who I was at the time, so it's tough. It's not easy to talk about. I know you guys. A lot of you guys must be like, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. And now my mom is starting as well, so let's see how I'm gonna end up with my memory and stuff, but let's see. All right, changing subjects. Michael Fanelli is next. Oh, Fanelli. Lane changer. Watch Yerself, not yourself. Yerself. Here we go. Quickly, and I'm sure you've noticed already, and I was like, this sounds like Jeff Beck. It is Jeff Beck, and this was also, it says here, this is from Michael. It says Jeff did indeed play the lead on the song Watch Yourself, but requested his performance be uncredited. Michael Fanelli. How did Michael get Jeff Beck on this? And was it recorded at the old CBS studios in London where Jeff was making the second never released BBA album at the time? He's just quoting some people on YouTube. Yeah. It says producer Chris White of the Zombies had a terrific little black book from which he called the myriad great players from around London to contribute to the sessions for Lane Changers, the album. I had wanted a guest guitarist to play the lead on Watch Yourself, and Chris said, why don't I give Jeff Beck a call? Can you imagine my reaction? And yes, we were in the old CBS studios. So that's like the answer from Michael. And in Michael, if you're watching this, that's amazing. Thank you so much. Okay, let's go.
Open heart, in the past.
Very good. I love his voice, man. Really, really cool. He recorded with Steely Dan. Wow. He sings high harmony on the Boston Rag from Countdown to Ecstasy. That's insane. Fanelli remained in the music business thereafter and currently lives in Portland, Oregon. We have family there. Fanelli music has often been covered by contemporary artists, including John Veretti's cover of Touch My Soul. Okay, wow. And of course, for those of you who don't know, and I'm sure you do know, he used to be in the Millennium and Krabby Appleton. Wow. So this is just like, let's see. How many solo albums did he make? Let's see. It doesn't say. It looks like... Let's see. Oh, there's more here. There's more here. Looks like 4 in total. Well, 4 are only on Spotify. And I made sure Roundabout to get this from Spotify. So great sound. I love the voice, It reminds me a little bit of Rush even, just of the singing. Really, really cool. Okay, let's play the second track. Also by Michael, same album, and this is called Dark Knight. Reminds me of Black Knight by Deep Purple.
It's a dark night, my love, that takes me from you. But oh, it's a long road, my love. Well, I'm
Very cool, man. Very creative rhythms, and I love the keyboard there and the whole like crazy outro. Very, very cool. Music by Michael Fennelly. I think it's Fanelli. Fanelli, yeah. Fanelli, yeah. Okay. You must be like, yes, Nick, it's Fanelli. Okay, so next band is Pavlov's Dog. Let's see. Pavlov's Dog. Okay, looks like they only have this one album on here. Oh no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 albums on Spotify. Pampered Menial, 1975. And let's see. I've never heard of this band. It's Song Dance. Here we go. Roundabout had a theme here. He just didn't say anything. These are all singers that sound like Geddy Lee, in a way. I mean, it's just high-pitched vocals, which I love. But there is high-pitched vocals, and then there's Geddy Lee, and these all sound like Geddy Lee. So I don't know if I think he just left it in there to see if I would say something, and here I am, of course. Awesome. He literally sounds almost the same. I mean, it's a little bit different, but the intention is there, and that's the style. Awesome. I'm loving this band. It's obviously progressive rock, it says here. And it says, so this is David Surkamp on the vocals. But this is some really nice trivia here. It says, in the Q and Mojo Classic Special Edition, Pink Floyd and the Story of Prog Rock, the album came number 26 in the list of 40 cosmic rock albums. That's cool, you know? I mean, just to be included. I really like the sound of this band. And one player here, it says he was an REO Speedwagon. Let's see. Who was it? Steve Scorfina. All right. Very cool. I'm loving it. Really, really cool. Like, it sounds very Rush, especially the voice, of course. Maybe not as proggy in the music, but hey, we're halfway through. Take it back. That violin solo and that solo and that whole breakdown sounded very, very proggy. So very cool. I love it.
Now, mind what you're playing for me. I must keep my first song. It's morning now. Gonna show you how. Gotta keep on moving on into the sounds. It's a song dance. Rock to a song dance. It's a song dance. Rock to a song dance.
Wow, I'm sure that in the age of like before the internet and way before the internet, I mean, the internet was what? How old is the internet? 70, 95 or something for us, you know, or something. I guess now coming on 30 years. But imagine before that, when you heard this on the radio, you heard it at a friend's house, and they only had the cassette. They didn't even have the liner notes. There must have been a lot of like, that's Geddy Lee from Rush. Like, it is him, you know that's him, right? I'm sure, like, I can see it. Like, we used to do stuff like that which we couldn't confirm, you know, like watching Star Wars, and there's a guy in a suit, and like, do you know that that's that actor playing him? Like, there was like this whole, like, that's what I loved about not being able to know, like stuff, for example, like when we were kids and we were watching like Star Wars, like Boba Fett, right? Which is the coolest character in the trilogy until they made a show about him, which they totally screwed up. It was like, you know, that's like, and we would come up with like actors that are like cool. You know that, like, I don't know, let's say Sean Connery. Oh no, I don't know. I don't remember. But like, it's just the stuff of like, that became like a myth, and then just stuff you can confirm, like when our parents would tell us, hey, don't go into the pool after eating because your stomach will literally like explode. Of course it's not true. It's just like one of those things. Or don't swallow gum because it will stay there for 7 years to be digested, stuff like that, you know. And I think in music it was the same way. Like, you know, that's like this guitar player playing the solo. No, yeah, it is, you know. And then obviously people would make up stuff, so it's just wonderful. Okay, so now I'm gonna, oh, we don't have to cut because I already have the link here. We have Granicus, You're in America. And here we go. All right, so I did mess up the video, of course. I did something, and I didn't realize I was on YouTube, which I was, and then I kind of like messed up the song. But here we go. One more time. I was about a minute into the song. So obviously this guy also, like, I looked up right now, like, who are singers that sound like Geddy Lee, but there, I guess there's a lot, you know, because I wanted to add one more, but the marathon is already so long. I don't want to, you know, I don't want to make it an hour. I guess I talk too much. Sorry. But this is awesome. And I love how he kind of like also channeled Robert Plant there a little bit, you know. I guess that's what I think, but really cool. A great sounding band this is, like really, really cool. And of course, but I know that Roundabout was going for that, like singers, you know, that sound like Geddy Lee. I'm sure. Like that's what I'm gonna put in the title. I don't know, but here we go. Let's keep going. Very cool. Very, very cool. Thank you so much, Roundabout, for this awesome marathon. Like I said, I would usually add another bonus track because it's you, because of your constant support to the channel, but I don't want to make it so long where people don't even click on it, you know. I think this is perfect. Your choices were, I was going to add maybe like some King Diamond or something, but you know, King Diamond is, I guess, a little bit too extreme. Let's just keep it at that. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here, for watching. If you're still here, you know, after almost an hour, I do appreciate it very, very much. Thank you again, Roundabout, for choosing these tracks. And, you know, but it just made me talk, I guess, a little bit too much. And then I got all this personal stuff in there. So I'm sorry if that bores you, but thank you so much, everyone, for being here, for liking, subscribing, and you know, for requesting these marathons and helping out the channel. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video.